Welcome everyone. It's day one of our Movement as Medicine Whole Body Health Challenge. And I'm just curious if you want to drop a 1 in the chat, or maybe just type the person's name in the chat who invited you here to this Whole Body Health Challenge. Because it's really exciting that we get to invite our friends and families into this experience with us. So go ahead and let us know who invited you. And I thought to kick us off, so this whole 30 days, what we really want to do is create a community environment of accountability where we are working with each other and not necessarily working with each other, but like helping each other live healthy lifestyle habits every single day. And that has to do with fitness. And that also has to do with what we're putting into our bodies. So I thought it would be fun for the first 10 minutes, those of you that are able, if we could just pop off and share your name and also share, what it is that you're excited about or why you decided to join us on this 30-day challenge. And it can be short and sweet, so we have enough time for everyone who wants to share. But I'll go ahead and start. My name's Mary Beth Fleming, and I'm one of the co-facilitators here for this Movement as Medicine. And I think what I'm really excited about is to do it with other people and to do it in accountability and to have just different inspiration. We have so many great co-facilitators that are going to be offering different workouts, different recipes, different things that I think are really going to enhance my own daily routine. And so I'm just really excited to be here with you all. So that's why I'm here. And please feel free to jump off mute and share who you are and why you're here.
Hi, I'm John, and I joined because I'm training for a gravel race in September and thought it'd be a good idea to get a jump start on fitness.
Awesome, John. Welcome. Thanks. Great idea. Anybody else? I would love to hear from everyone. It would be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Robin. I joined because I'm a new brand partner, and my partner did the ULT first and had amazing results from it. So I am healing from an environmental illness, and so when I got sick, I was getting ready to start my yoga teacher training, and I was doing a bodybuilding program for eventual competition. And then I got really sick, gained a lot of weight, and am not real mobile right now. So I'm kind of starting over. So I thought this would be good. And I just started the, all the Purium stuff. So I'm excited to see what we'll, what I'll be able to do with the movement and the Purium together.
Yay. Well, welcome, Robin. And thank you for joining us. I'm excited to see how it works for you. Yes, awesome, Robin.
I'll jump on if nobody else is going to. My name is Sam, and I'm also a co-facilitator. And I am super excited to be a part of this. Obviously the facilitation part is very exciting to me, but I think most importantly, the participation part and being in this container with all of you. I'm really excited about the community around movement, healthy lifestyle. And I think that some magic happens because we all have a pretty good idea of what we need to do to be our best selves, I think. But when you're in a group of people that are experiencing their own journey and sharing that and holding each other accountable, even just through relationships, I think it's really powerful and magic happens. So I'm excited.
Yay, Sammy. And you guys are definitely so excited. Like, it's going to be such a treat to have Sammy sharing because she is a high endurance mountain athlete and she's going to be sharing some great little fitness tips for on the go. So Sammy, so glad you're here and thanks for sharing.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Couple more. I see some of you are off camera. You might be at work or doing other things, but if you can here, we got someone in the chat. My name is Ella, and I'm super excited to pair the great nutrition with some cool exercise concepts. I am normally a mountain biker, horseback rider, and walker, learning how to work in strength training. Yeah, having a community of great people in this journey is more than a cherry on top. Yay, Ella, so great. I'm right there with you. And I've known Ella for a really, really long time. We grew up in the same town, so it's really cool to be on this journey together. Thanks for being here, Ella. Okay, anyone else? Yeah. Well, if anyone is here and you come into a good space to share, like if you're change locations or anything, just drop a 2 in the chat and I'll let you share here at the end. But I thought I would go ahead and get started and talk about the nutrition routine that we're doing with the Purium Nutrition. So go ahead and drop a 3 in the chat if you've checked out the app and you've checked out some of the module on, the daily routine and some of the information on the products that we're taking. Just curious to see who's maybe done that so far. Let's see. Awesome. Robin, Ella, great. Natasha, okay, beautiful. Yay. Good to see most of you have gotten into that app. So the app is going to be our main source of inspiration and main source of support. So every single day we're going to have different things being shared. So you'll definitely want to keep track of the home feed because every day there's going to be new recipes and new workouts. And there's also a lot of information in there to, as most of you have probably seen. So you can kind of pick and choose what you do on what days, but there's going to be constantly new information being shared. So I'll just share with you all real quick, just to kind of go over the nutrition plan just a little bit so that you may already have it in the bag, but some of you, you may be wondering when to take things and how to take things. So how I'm going to operate this is I'm going to probably be working out in the mornings. And so what that's going to look like if you're working out in the morning, your pre-workout supplements are the amino acids and the Can't Beat This and the super xanthan, especially if you're going to be outside. So you wake up, if working out is going to be the first thing you do, you take 5 amino acids, you take a couple teaspoons or tablespoons, depending on how endurance driven your athletics is, of the Can't Beat This and some water, and take 1 super xanthan. And then do your workout. After your workout, you follow up with our MVP Sport Shake, which is going to be really rejuvenating. And it has lots of adaptogenic mushrooms in there to support the adrenals. And so it's going to really restore. It's got great protein in there, plant-based protein. So you're going to do a shake of that, anywhere from 2 to 5 tablespoons of that. Just adding water or mixing it in a smoothie if you like. And then taking 1 more super xanthan. And then in the afternoon, if you're working out in the morning, that's when you're going to, like, maybe around 2 or 3, kind of that time period when a lot of us hit that lull, you're going to take another 5 amino acids, take a power shake, which is the green shake, which is very alkalizing and very nutrient dense for us, anywhere from 2 to 5 tablespoons. And then you're also going to take 2 Biometic. And the Biometic is really the key concept here for all of this to come together, because it's going to work on our gut restoration. And what the Biometic does is it helps us gently detoxify. So as we're working out and sweating, the Biometic is going to help us to eliminate any excess waste and things like glyphosate and heavy metals that may be, making us more tired or contributing to energy depletion and these types of things. And it's also really going to help us to absorb our nutrients. So that's the amazing piece of this workout routine, is we're also really working on gut restoration. So take 2 of those Biometic, and then at night, you're going to take your Apothecary. So 30 to 60 minutes before bed, drink maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons in some hot water as tea, or drink it just with water, or take a spoonful, however you like. And that's going to help your body really restore overnight and help with kidney filtration, and just help with, it's really rich in antioxidants and help fight free radicals. So that's kind of the routine. And if you're an afternoon person who likes to work out in the afternoon, you'll just swap that. So you'll do your 5 aminos, your power shake, your biomedic in the morning. And then in the afternoon, you'll do the aminos, can't beat this, before workout, MVP shake after workout with the super xanthan apothecary at night. So that's kind of the routine. And then you get to decide, what other dietary things you're going to implement. I know a lot of us are going to, during this 30 days, also work on eating a ton of whole foods, a lot of fresh whole foods. So if you just add this nutrition in on a very basic level, you're going to be nourishing your body so deeply during this time. But you can also add in, some cleaner eating if you're really wanting to just really, really feel healthy during this time, especially with farmers markets and fresh produce. That's something that we're going to be sharing in the app a lot about, is just like really whole food based recipes. So drop a 3 in the chat if that all sounds clear to anyone or to everyone. Just want to make sure people are that the routine sounds pretty basic. And again, you can really fit this to your needs. So it doesn't have to look the same for all of us. The main thing is we want to make this sustainable for each of us during the 30 days so that we really stick with it. So that's that portion. And then in terms of the routine of the fitness, what we're hoping is that we're really going to inspire all of us to get outside more. So we're hoping that we can all fit in anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes of basic, movement a day, whether that's more strength training or endurance training, or for me, like going and playing at the park with my kids and doing some jumping jacks or whatever, So that's the other piece. You get to decide what you're going to incorporate daily, but we're suggesting at least 5 to 30 minutes of some movement each day. And like I said, all those videos that are going to be shared daily and all of the videos in the modules in the app will give us, if you don't know what to do, just go click on one of those videos and you have a 10-minute workout routine right there in front of you. So that's the idea with the fitness. And to make this fun for all of us, there's actually a checklist that we've created. So if you've gone in the app and seen the checklist, maybe drop a 4 in the comments. Let's see if I can see if any of you, okay, Ella's been in there. She's seen the checklist. Okay, great. So a lot of you have seen the checklist. So if you haven't seen the checklist, if you go in the app, the main place where you're going to want to navigate from is the topics section. So you go in the app and then you can click on the little 3 bars and there's something that says topics. And in the topics section is going to be all your modules. There's going to be a module for, welcome. And there's a module that says checklist. And there's a module that says Zooms for our 3 additional Zoom meetups we're going to have. There's a module for recipes and workouts and product information. And if you go into the module that says checklist, you can actually print that out for yourself, because I don't know if for me, it's really helpful to have something like, oh, I did that today, and just kind of stay on pace. And the idea with this is we thought we would kind of create a fun reward for those of you that helps. At the end of this 30 days, there in that module, there's an upload form where you can actually upload the checklist, and whoever has the most checks, we're going to enter you in a raffle to actually win an additional core force so you can continue on this daily maintenance and this daily nutrition. So kind of a fun little added bonus. And I think on that checklist, we also have, 15 to 30 minutes of kind of like silence time, of maybe that's prayer time, maybe that's meditation time, but some time where we're really working on that inner work too, to just become more wholesome, not only in our nutrition and our fitness, but also in ourselves, to have some of that time for silence and personal development work. Maybe that's reading for you. But we also implemented that into the checklist because we really wanted to have a very wholesome experience here. And then we also have a checklist for getting outside and doing exercise and movement. So one of the modules in the topics section actually says getting outside. And I would really encourage all of you, if you do something fun outside, and you have some pictures, or maybe a fun story happens. If you go in that module, you can make a post and you can share about your experience outside, how you're getting outside and moving your body, and just use that as inspiration for other people, and use it as kind of like a place to journal for yourself. We really want to make this app very communal, so feel free to share your thoughts, share your experiences, share a recipe, even if you're not one of the facilitators and you end up making some yummy recipe with Whole Foods or some of the products we're using. Feel free to share. We really want this to be a space where we're asking questions and just bouncing back off of each other and inspiring each other. So let me drop a 5 in the chats if that all sounds clear to everyone. Yes, okay, awesome. Great. All right, everyone. Well, the next Zoom we have next Monday, and what we're really going to focus on in these Zooms is just celebrating each other. So it's not going to be like me leading the Zoom, kind of like this one. It's going to be all of us coming to the Zooms. They are recorded if you can't make it, but just coming and celebrating what you've been doing that's been working. So, maybe it's one of the workout routines that you really liked and you're doing it every day, or maybe, just you've seen yourself shed some weight, or you're feeling more energy, or whatever it is that you're experiencing. I would encourage you guys to keep a journal of it, so that next week when we meet back up, we can really share what we're celebrating with each other, because that's going to be the energy that keeps us all going through the 30 days. And I don't know about you, but I've done some of these in the past, and I get really excited for the first week or two, and then I lose steam a little bit. So the more interactive and the more community based we can make this experience, I think the more successful we'll all be in maintaining the 30 days and beyond. So just want to invite that. And at this point in time, I would love to take the rest of the time to just answer any questions for anyone that you might have in regards to anything, the products, the program, the app, anything. So feel free to pop off mute and ask your questions. All right, oh, here we go. Do you have any tips on silent time or meditation on the app? So we are going to be adding in, there's actually some really good apps out there that are like, I think one of them is called the meditation app, where it actually just gives you good music and it sets a timer for you to just like sit and, sit with yourself in silence for a certain amount of time. But some of the facilitators are actually going to be sharing around mindset work and around goal setting and around, sitting with yourself in prayer and meditation. And these are things that you can implement into your prayer time or your meditation time. So I would say at the very least, what my tip would be is first thing in the morning, take some time, either, 5 to 15 to 30 minutes if you have it, to just wake up. And before you even start the day, the first thing you could do is take 5 aminos, drink some water, and then go take some time to like sit and just be in silence, because it's a practice I've really integrated into my life, and it's amazing how much it's changed my life. And one of the things that I really emphasize during those times is just a gratitude practice of just sitting and thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for in my life. And it's really helped me amplify this healthy living and lifestyle, because I start the day with a really grateful perspective. So at the very least, I would say that. And then also, if you have, a spiritual practice, doing that first thing in the morning and doing your prayers and, whatever routine you have, it's just a time to connect with yourself. So we will be sharing some of that information, and there are some great little apps too that I can get the names of and share in our app as well. So hopefully that's helpful, Ella. Let's see, is there any concern with taking the Can't Beat This late in the day? So what I will say about that is the Can't Beat This, it has a tiny bit of yerba mate in it. So if you're sensitive to that, I would say don't take it past, 1 or noon or 1. I'm fine. Like if I take it around 3 in the afternoon and then go do a workout, I usually feel fine. But if I take it any later than 4, I notice that I don't go to bed as early as I'd like to because I just have energy. So if that is if you know that you're a sensitive person and that you have, you know, yerba mate specifically is a little bit energizing for you, I would try to take it in the morning. And you can take Can't Beat This at any time. So even if you're like, oh shoots, I'm sensitive and I feel like I'm going to have a lot of energy from it, you can just take it in the morning, even if you're going to do a workout in the afternoon. The Can't Beat This is really amazing, and it gives us sustained long-term energy because what it's doing is it's feeding our cells ATP, and that is cellular energy. So the beets and the cordyceps mushrooms that are in there are like fuel for our cells, and they're giving us not just stimulant energy, but like real oxygen to our cells. So I notice even if I drink it in the morning, I still have good energy to do my activities in the afternoon. So you'll have to just try it out for yourselves. Oops. But that is something to know if you are sensitive to yerba mate at all. There's that question. Let's see. You're welcome, Jessica. I see Natasha saying that Headspace and Insight Timer are really good apps in terms of the silent time. So maybe check those out, Ella. Headspace and Insight Timer. And Natasha, feel free to share that kind of information within the group as well. If anyone comes across things that are really working for you during this time, please just share. You can, at the top right-hand corner of the app, there's a little plus sign, and you can add a little post or a little article that shares a comment and anything like that you're wanting to share with the larger group. Let's see, any other questions? Okay, you guys. Well, again, this is only a small piece of our communication. If more questions come up, post them in the app. There's like 15 of us facilitators, so we'll all be kind of monitoring and, you know, giving our insight and feedback. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the person who invited you, who shared the gift code card with you, and you can ask them questions, or you can also message people directly in the app as well if you have particular questions that you want to ask a specific person. So I'd really just invite you guys to just utilize this space that we've created. And I think that is going to be a really amazing opportunity for growth for all of us to be in this community and do it together. So is there anyone that wants to pop off and just who didn't get to share who they are and why they're here before we close out? Okay, awesome. And Autumn, I see your question in the chat. This is not just for customers, this is for brand partners as well. So if you work with Purium and you're doing this challenge like myself and many of us, you're absolutely available to be part of this experience with us. Okay, cool. Yes, Deetra, I'm excited to get to know all of you over the 30 days too. So just know whoever invited you to this experience really cares about you and is just excited to share something really, really fun with all of you. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your life to be part of this, to trusting your friend who invited you to this, and to just investing in your wellness and in many, many ways, you know, through our health, through our physicality, through our spirit, all of the things. And so I'm just really honored and grateful to be facilitating this. And thank you all so much for being here. And we'll catch you next Monday, same time, same place. And in the meantime, we'll see you in the app. Aloha, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Bye, Mary. Thank you.
You're welcome.